Hello, Gemini. So keep in mind, no reading can resonate with every Gemini on the planet. It's just not possible. This is a new oracle deck for me. It's the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I will have to go back and read through the booklet because it is new to me. But also, I am not feeling so well, sinus allergy kind of thing. So I may have to pause the video several times throughout as my voice starts to break. So hopefully I can still get the message through to you in a good, understandable method. Also, I have a cat in the background that is wanting attention. Apologize for that too. I'm just going to start this whole thing off with a big I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. But anyway, so a couple of things before I even get into the booklet. If you are dealing with any kind of addictions, that type of thing, please be very mindful. These things could be spiraling out of control at this point in time. This is only going to be in extreme cases. This will not be the case for everybody. But this talks about how energy flows and is ever evolving and it never stops. Some of you could be feeling a sense of scarcity, feeling as if there's never enough. In some very extreme cases, this again is an extreme case, not normal. Some of you could be hoarding. You could be hoarding valuables, possessions, money, food, that kind of thing. It's this need to hold on to things, right? To over prepare and gather. But the ending of the reading, I see that the only thing you need to be paying attention to is the beating of your own heart. That is where your true power lies. Maybe you think it's within physical activities or gathering or over preparedness, but there's something to be said about the spirit side of you as well. So, with that said, the first card is the spiral, and I apologize again. That's my other phone going off with notifications, so that may happen several times. All right, so the spiral. From galaxies in the sky to the diminutive shells on the beach, the spiral is found exclusively and extensively in the natural world. Its shape is in the form of a coiled serpent. It has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. So you may be going through some sort of growth or transformation. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and the extending far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of the psyche and the energy is released to give birth to a new reality. So something new is on the horizon for you guys. And you may be aware of this or you may not. But for some of you, you're having a hard time surrendering to it. You're feeling the need to control it, to keep it within certain confines, restrictions, something like that. But there is a need to surrender. The invitation to this card says to renew yourself, you must shed your old skin. You've already done this, so do not keep scraping away at the old, but welcome the soft, new skin that is starting to grow. Break the habit of working on your faults all the time and let nature take its course. Know that a new skin feels vulnerable and scary at times. Trust the medicine of the spiral as it guides you on your journey of renewal. So, yes, definitely a renewal. Definitely, you may be fighting against it. You're afraid of being vulnerable. You're afraid of being hurt or wounded in some way. And so you're trying to control the workings of the universe, which is funny for someone who knows the workings of the universe. Not that I know everything, but I do know that when we try to control the universe, it never works out well. The universe is going to have its way, whether we like it or we don't. But this is saying to ease your transition, you're going to have to learn to be vulnerable. You're going to have to, yes, you've began to shed your old skin, but don't fear the new, beautiful, supple, vibrant skin that replaces it, right? This is part of your evolution. Don't be afraid. And again, we go on to, where'd it go? We go on to card number 21, which is the Gatherer. So bear with me just a second. I've got to clear my throat. Sorry. So the cat is getting louder and louder. Anyway, the Gatherer, this is the person that I was talking about, the hoarder, the overachiever, the overdoer, the taking more than I need. That could be in so many different ways. But regardless, you don't need these things. You already have more than enough. And it's very evident with this card. But it says, before we cultivated grains, we collected the wild bounty of nature. The gatherer finds abundant seeds, nuts, berries, and wild greens, where the ordinary person sees only barren soil. So look for opportunities. The gatherer is the provider, the forager, and the gardener who collects roots and vegetables for the long winter when game is scarce. She does not hoard, trusting in the bounty around her. So you may have trust issues. That could be the spiral that's being addressed here, a spiral in your life that has come from fear of being vulnerable, from fear of lack, from fear of not being good enough, from fear of making a mistake, right? You have no need to fear. The universe is with you. I can see that very, very clearly in this reading. So keep that in mind as you go along. It says the invitation is to look at the resources you already have close at hand. This is a time of abundance. Everything around you is ripe and ready for harvest. But I can feel your resistance. I can feel it. Anyway, so it says, banish the notion of scarcity that have limited your choices and colored your destiny. So yes, this has been a spiral. Has been an evolving thing that has continued throughout your life. You've made decisions based on the spiral here. And it's telling you it's time to step out of that. You can pack your food for the winter and start with the low-hanging fruit that's all around you because you are abundant. You have all that you need. So what I'm saying to you is you don't have to be working so hard. You don't have to be stretching so high, so far, so over-prepared. You may be putting yourself in a very tiresome situation when in truth you're really blessed. Acknowledge it and enjoy it. This could be a new situation that's on the horizon for you. Maybe you're afraid to move forward with something because you think you're not good enough or you don't have enough or, something like that. That's not the case. That is not the case. So then we're going to go on to the drum. So the drum says the rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. So maybe you're not feeling ready to begin healing. Maybe you're uncomfortable with prophecy or things that are not of the physical material world. And that is something that either is about to change or needs to be changed. Maybe that's what is lacking within your life. Maybe, just maybe, you're trying too hard to be too strong and too good, when in fact, the next part of your journey requires you to let go and to be vulnerable. Okay? So, the invitation for the drum card says, the drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless, you hear that, effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. Did you hear that? Don't push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go once you jump in. For you, jumping in means letting go of that control. Going for what it is that you actually want without being the overachiever, the overdoer, the overthinker. Allowing yourself to partake in something outside of the base chakra world, the physical, tangible. Go beyond that. Release the need for everything to be logical, for everything to be physical, for everything to be tangible, whatever that means for you, okay? The non-physical world is important too, especially in this particular phase for you. It says collect your power tools and summon your courage. Summon your courage, because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Do you hear that? How long has it been since you've had a wild and glorious journey? You've been given that promise here, and it only takes you letting go of control. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. Okay? So yeah, I don't think Geminis can be said to not be working hard enough or anything like that. I think the role for Gemini right now is to become more passive, to become more receptive to things that are not of the physical, to be more open and vulnerable moving forward. And that is where your power is actually going to lie. And again, if I didn't already say that, this could even be with just relationships. Maybe you just need to be more vulnerable with the people around you. Maybe that's what's going to open the doors. So if this reading resonates with you, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it. And if you're not already subscribed, please do. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.